Hello and welcome to this Tango video tutorial.
Today's topic is Giro Milonguero.
The Giro Milonguero can be introduced with different ways, and we will see the first intro from an ocho milonguero. So from this I start to go around and create the cross on the other side. Then we will also see a classic structure from the Media Luna, that first she's walking around and then receiving the cross. And this last variation is that when she's there, I go here, and by that we create the cross for the follower. We just published another video about the ocho milonguero, so if you're not yet familiar with the back cross, watch this tutorial first, and it will be easier. So we start from the structure, back cross in close embrace. Now I start to open, which is creating a side step, and I just continue to turn. And by that, my partner is crossing one more time. So I open this side, and through linear elements, we create a circular outcome. What do we need to practice that it works? The first idea is that when she's stepping, I'm creating space. And if I'm stepping in front of her, I'm creating space and putting a limit at the same time that she knows, okay, now it's going in the other side again. Now, if I'm opening here, but then creating the space, she will continue with her axis in that direction. It's a very intuitive way, and if you keep the embrace steady, it's very easy to be achieved. Exit either with caminata, or other possibility, another apertura. So from this, we could again go into apertura and have again Giro Milonguero with ocho milonguero as intro. Yes, try that. Once you're familiar with that, let's try it to the other side. As many things in tango, the other side works a little bit differently. We can still go for the back cross here, but what we will receive very often is a forward step, a forward ocho in the third step. And to practice here to get also a cross, it's very hard, and it's not the intention of this tutorial video today. Today, I would like to invite you to accept this asymmetry and to finish on the other side with parada and pasada. So we have back cross ocho milonguero into a Giro Milonguero on the left side of the leader, and on the other side I lead the same, I open and I finish with parada pasada. One time directly from behind the leader. So as before, we have apertura to the other side, and I open the pelvis, and by stepping I put a limit. Then we can continue, for example, cross from cross system, many different possibilities from this. If I want her to continue on that side, I open and I don't put weight, so she's continuing in that. I have to open a little bit, so if I'm in very close embrace, I might go to a little bit more open close embrace to have this kind of parada position. Here I can keep it closed. On the other side, I need to open it a little bit. Feels very nice to both directions. Try also the other direction. And let's see different intros. So once you master this, a very classic intro is also to start in the media luna. By that, you also almost create a saccada for the follower. So, for the geometry, we start with the apertura. I change, I go together with her, and then in this moment, I start to walk around, and we can exit with the ochos milongueros that we just practiced in the other video. One time the whole sequence. Apertura, change, media luna for the follower, going around, and exit, back cross, exit in parallel system, outside walk. One time from behind the follower. So we have 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2. The other possibility would be to anticipate that I will have to go around, so I lead her and just wait for her in already the position. So in the first variation, we start like this. When she's going there, I start to go around and make it happen. Now I take the shortcut that while we're here, I start to step here, and then the steps are happening. Very often it will happen a mix. So if we feel also, it's linked with a double time. So you have this ba di dong, and we continue, and again ba bi dong. Now it was a mix. So don't be too strong with yourself
And with your partner?
And with your partner either. If it's not very clear, the theoretic concept is once is like 1, 2, and then we have the change, or we anticipate that and already with this, and then we continue. I'm giving the impulse and adjusting with my leg. So, last summary, all 3 versions. First version, I step around, create space. She's walking around, ending up in the cross. Second version was to the other side. And from this 1 and 2, we end up with the parada, pasada. Have to open a little bit. First variation, again on the first side. We go into cross system. She's going around, and by that, I'm creating the cross of the follower. The last version is that I anticipate this around, and then her reaction follows. Now I did it from the camminata directly, also possible, apertura or camminata. We hope this gave you some
inspiration. And if you have any question, leave us a comment.